Hey everyone, Dr. Dong asked that I record a quick little video talking about a pretty big part of the PDR and a pretty big part of your group's plans for your project and your mission. And that's called the CONOPS, or concept of operations. Basically, this is a graphical way that you and your group can demonstrate the timeline for what you plan on doing on the mission, what the actual plan is, and from that plan, you can all be in agreement about what hardware you need, and you can go backwards from there. And to illustrate this, I'll show you a couple of different examples, starting with the CONOPS that were requested for my research group's small satellite by NASA. I think it was spring or winter of 2019, a couple years ago. And this is a 166 page slideshow that we presented for them. This is our PDR. Your PDRs won't be this big, but this is one of the things that we were required to show them. So this is a really simple one. Don't do the most amazing job of labeling how long things are going to take or different timelines, but just a rough idea. This is the CONOPS for what our satellite was going to do. So started out us making the thing right here, and it gets launched. Once the solar power begins being generated, then the computer will start and get telemetry and send that to the ground. And a big part of this mission, we ended up taking it out. We're going to have the attitude of the satellite controlled by an onboard attitude controller, off-the-shelf ADCS, as well as our lab's own ADCS, which used a magnetic piece of metal that would stick out and go to the earth. We ended up scrapping it. It was really complicated to add that. So we have the possible path we'll take if we just use the off-the-shelf ADCS, as well as the path we would have liked to have taken to also test our ADCS that we developed in our lab. Show you a couple other examples that are a little bit better. So this is one that I've seen a lot for both hypothetical projects of space missions, as well as real ones showing the timeline from left to right of different launches, and the y-axis being different orbits or different regimes. So you see on here the elements of the Martian surface module getting delivered on the left side, and elements of the crew and crew transport vehicle on the right side, how those are going to get there. Another similar kind of thing also on Mars. This one's even more detailed, with several different launches of existing, well, they never made the Ares 5, but of a hypothetical launcher going to low Earth orbit, assembling something, it going to Mars orbit, landing on Mars, and then the crew transport going there as well. And one for something that actually happened that NASA used for a clean demonstration of their timeline of a certain launch abort system they're testing. I think this might have been used for Orion eventually. And you see it's going from left to right. So whether you and your group want to do something just like this, although I prefer if you did this, you also add how long things take on the arrows. This will take 200 days to get to Mars, so on and so forth. Or you want to get fancier and do something like this that looks really clean. Either way, I think it's imperative that early on you and your group lay out your CONOPS and what you plan on having your mission look like on paper. And from that, you can make sure you're all on the same page when you're making decisions about the hardware that's needed and duration of things. As always, let me know if you need any help, or come to office hours Thursday or shoot me an email. Happy to help you and your groups with anything for SGK or anything else in the mission. If you want to hear about the work my lab did on our PDR and CDR, just let me know. Thanks.